Good morning students. In today's class we are going to learn about profit and loss. Before knowing about profit and loss, we have to know about cost price and selling price. Cost price. In short, we call it as CP. Cost price is the price that is spent to buy a thing. Cost price is the amount that is spent to buy a thing. Next it is selling price. In short we call it as SP. Selling price is the amount that we sell for selling a thing. We will fix a price and that price is called as selling price. For a thing, we will fix an amount at what price the thing should be sold. So, that price is called as selling price. In short, we call it as SP. Profit means if we are increasing the amount of selling price than cost price, we will get profit. So, profit is selling price minus cost price. The selling price will be greater than the cost price and that difference will be the profit. We will increase the amount of selling price than cost price and the difference will be the profit for us. Loss is if the selling price is less than the cost price, then it is a loss for us. To find the loss, we have to reduce selling price from cost price. For profit, selling price will be larger. For loss, cost price will be the larger. ஒரு பொருளை எவ்வளோ ரூபாய் கொடுத்து வாங்குறோங்கிறது காஸ்ட் ப்ரைஸ். செல்லிங் ப்ரைஸுங்கிறது எவ்வளோ ரூபாய்க்கு அந்த பொருளை விற்கிறோங்கிறது செல்லிங் ப்ரைஸ். ப்ராஃபிட் வந்து காஸ்ட் ப்ரைஸை விட வாங்கின ப்ரைஸை விட நம்ம அதிகமாக ரேட் வச்சு விற்றோன்னா நமக்கு ப்ராஃபிட் கிடைக்கும். அப்போது செல்லிங் ப்ரைஸ் தான் நிறைய இருக்கும். நம்ம ஜாஸ்தி காசுக்கு விற்கிறோம், அப்போ நமக்கு ப்ராஃபிட் கிடைக்கும். காஸ்ட் ப்ரைஸை விட செல்லிங் ப்ரைஸ் ஜாஸ்தியாக வச்சு விற்கும் போது ப்ராஃபிட் கிடைக்கும். வாங்கின ஒரு பொருளை வாங்குகிறோம்ல, அதுதான் காஸ்ட் ப்ரைஸ். காஸ்ட் ப்ரைஸை விட செல்லிங் ப்ரைஸ் கம்மியாக இருந்துச்சுன்னா நமக்கு லாஸ். வாங்கினதை விட நம்ம விற்கும் போது ரேட் கம்மியாக வச்சு விற்றோன்னா நமக்கு லாஸ். Now we are going to solve exercise 10.2. The first problem is complete the following table. Cost price is given, selling price is given. We have to find whether it is profit or loss. You look here, cost price is greater, selling price is smaller while comparing. So, this is a loss. Cost price is greater than the selling price. So, we will get loss. So, there will be no profit. If there is loss, there will be no profit. If there is profit, there will be no loss. To find the loss, we have to subtract cost price and selling price. Loss equal to cost price minus selling price. The cost price is 4,350. Selling price is 3,800. Subtract 0 minus 0 is 0, 5 minus 0 is 5, 8 is greater than 3, so we cannot subtract, so borrow from the before number. So 4 will become as 3, 3 will become as 13. 13 minus 8 is 5. So, the loss is 550. Cost price is greater than the selling price, so we can guess that it will be loss. So we have to subtract selling price from cost price. So the answer is 550. Next, selling price is given and the loss is given as 90. Loss means cost price will be greater than the selling price. Loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. Loss is given as 90. We don't know the cost price and the selling price is given as 720. So to find the cost price, we have to add 720 and 90. We will get the cost price. To find the cost price, we have to add selling price and loss. Add 720 and 90. Zero plus 0 is 0. 9 plus 2 is 11. 7 plus 1 is 8. So the cost price is 810. Selling price is given, loss is given. We have to find the cost price. If loss is given, there will be no profit. So we already know that if there is loss, cost price will be greater than the selling price. So we have to add loss and selling price. So the answer is 810. Next, cost price is given, profit is given. We have to find the selling price. Profit means selling price will be greater. Profit means selling price will be greater. So we have to add cost price and profit. We have to find selling price. We have to add cost price and profit. We already know that profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. We know this already. Here we have to find the selling price. So keep the selling price here and bring the cost price here. So this minus will become as plus. So selling price equal to cost price plus profit. So add 586 and 74. Add 6 plus 4 is 10. 1 is carried to next place. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 5 plus 1 is 6. So the answer is 660. So the selling price is 660 and there will be no loss. So we have completed the table. The third question is, a shopkeeper bought a television for rupees 7,500. He sold it for rupees 6,950. Did he earn a profit or suffer a loss? By how much? Television is bought for rupees 7,500. So it is cost price. Cost price is given as rupees 7,500. The television is sold for rupees 6,950. So that is selling price. Selling price is rupees 6,950. We have to first find whether it is profit or loss. Compare cost price and selling price. Cost price is greater than the selling price. So this is loss. Cost price is greater than the selling price. So it is loss. We have to find the loss. Loss equal to cost price minus selling price. That is 7,500 minus 6,950. Subtract. 0 minus 0 is 0. 5 is greater than 0. So borrow from the before number. So 5 will be changed as 4 and 0 will be changed as 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. Again 9 is greater than 4. So borrow from the before number. So 7 will be changed as 6 and 4 will be changed as 14. 14 minus 9 is 5. So the loss is rupees 550. So the shopkeeper suffers a loss of rupees 550. And that is the answer. This is the answer. The fifth question is, a shopkeeper sold 2 laptops. The cost of each laptop is rupees 35,600. He sold one at a profit of 1,450 and another at a loss of rupees 960. Find the selling price of both the laptops. Cost price of each laptop is given as rupees 35,600. The first laptop is sold at a profit. So the selling price of first laptop is cost price plus profit. Profit is given as rupees 1,450. So the selling price is equal to 1,450 plus the cost price 35,600. Add 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 5 is 5, 6 plus 4 is 10, so 1 is carried to next place, 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7, and here we don't have any number, so write 3 as it is. So selling price of first laptop is rupees 37,050. Next we have to find the selling price of second laptop. It is sold at a loss of rupees 960. It is sold at a loss. So we have to subtract loss from cost price. Loss is given as rupees 960. So selling price equal to 35,600 minus 960. Zero minus 0 is 0. Borrow from the before number, so 6 will become as 5 and 0 will become as 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. Borrow from the before number, 5 will be changed as 4 and this 5 will be changed as 10. 15 minus 9 is 6, and here we don't have any number, so write 4 and 3 as it is. So selling price of second laptop is rupees 34,640. Selling price of second laptop is 34,640 and the selling price of first laptop is 37,050. Now let us solve the problems in worksheet. The total weight of 11 bronze statue is 1331 kg 121 grams. What is the weight of each statue if all the statues are of equal weight? First write what is given. Weight of 11 bronze statue is given as 1331 kg 121 gram. First convert this into a single unit. So let us convert gram into kilogram. 1000 gram is equal to 1 kilogram. So 121 gram equal to 121 divided by 1000. In denominator we are having 3 zeros. So we have to keep the decimal point before 3 places. So it is 0.121 kg. 121 gram is equal to 0.121 kg. So the weight of 11 bronze statue is 1331.121 kg. We have to find the weight of one statue. So we have to divide 1331.121 by 11 and that will be the answer. For division, leave the point and finally we can keep that point. Divide by 11. 111 is 11. 13 minus 11 is 2. We have to bring down the 3. 2 into 11 is 22. 23 minus 22 is 1. Next, bring down this 1. 111 is 11. 11 minus 11 is 0. Next, bring down this 1. 1 is smaller than 11. So it is 0 into 11 is 0. 0 into 11 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Next, bring down this 2. 111 is 11. 12 minus 11 is 1. Next, bring down this 1. 111 is 11. 11 minus 11 is 0. Now, here is the decimal point. After the decimal point, we are having 3 places. So, keep the decimal point before 3 places. So, weight of one statue is 121.011 kg. So this is the weight of one statue. The fifth question is, a car travels a distance of 245 km in 5 hours. Considering that the car covers the same distance each hour, calculate the time taken by it to travel 539 km. And the next question is, the distance covered in 23 hours. First write what is given. Distance covered in 5 hours is given. Given as 245 kilometer. Now find distance covered in 1 hour. So divide 245 by 5. 5 fours are 20. Remaining we are having 4. Bring down this 5. 9 fives are 45. 45 minus 45 is 0. So, distance covered in 1 hour is 49 kilometer. First we have to find time taken by it to travel 539 kilometer. To travel 539 kilometer, how much time it takes? So we have to divide 531 by 49. We will get the time taken. Divide 539 by 49 because for each hour we are traveling 49 kilometer. For each 49 kilometer means we have to divide 539 by 49 and that will be the time taken by it to travel. Five hundred and 39 divided by 49. 149 is 49. Remaining we are having 4. Bring this 9. So it is 49. 149 is 49. 49 minus 49 is 0. So time taken to travel 539 kilometer is equal to 11 hours. Next we have to find the distance covered in 23 hours. Distance covered in 1 hour is 49 kilometer. Then distance covered in 23 hours we have to multiply 23 and 49. 9 threes are 27. 2 is remaining. 9 twos are 18. 9 twos are 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. 4 threes are 12. So 1 is remaining. 4 twos are 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. Now add 7. 0 plus 2 is 2. 9 plus 2 is 11. So distance covered in 23 hours is 1127 kilometer. This is the answer. The 7th question is Arjun bought a bike for rupees 54,375 and sold it for rupees 52,350 after a year. Did he gain or lose money? How much? Cost price is given as rupees 54,345. Selling price is given as rupees 52,350. Cost price is greater than the selling price, so it is loss. Cost price is greater than the selling price, so it is loss. We have to find how much does he lose. So loss equal to cost price minus selling price. Cost price is 54,345 minus 52,350. 54,345 minus 52,350. Subtract. 5 minus 5 is 0. 5 is greater than 4, so borrow from the before number. So 3 will become as 2 and 4 will become as 14. 14 minus 5 is 9. Again borrow, so 4 will become as 3, 2 will become as 12. 12 minus 3 is 9, 3 minus 2 is 1, 5 minus 5 is 0. So the loss is rupees 1995. So the loss is rupees 1995. In today's class, we have solved exercise 10.2 and worksheet. Thank you, students.